Alright, man. Here it is. It's your boy Jim's TV, and it's another one of them days, man. You know, another black life gone behind some just the normal savagery. You know, it's just getting to a point where it's like you wake up depressed being a black man in America because you catch it from all sides, even your own people, even when you successful. And I say that to say, when you look at this, you look at the Nipsey situation, you look at the PnB Rock situation, you look at all these different situations, man, and the Pop Smoke shit, and it's like you can't be great when it comes to other people because they can't take that. They don't like that. It don't matter what hood you in, what set you from, what hood you from. You can't, like, because the rapper starter kit, the chain, the watch, the car, that this is what the image is, what make people flock to certain things, and some people can build that fan base organically with the music, but when you wear, you can't wear nothing that you bought and you worked hard for because somebody else gonna want it because they don't have the means to grab that same item or that same trinket, and you take it back to history. When you think about the Egyptians, you think about all the great dynasties, they send their dead off and gold and all type of caskets and all type of things for the afterlife, to set people up with those type of things that they'll need in the afterlife, or that they think they'll need in the afterlife, right? Some of the great pharaohs and kings and queens of all these nations, they wore jewelry and things like that to symbolize their status. It's a history of the people, especially with African people or people of African descent. Or if you look at even the Mayans, for instance, even the people of Mexican descent or Spanish descent, it's customary once you get to a certain point or a certain level to grab you something nice to kind of appreciate your achievements because you work so goddamn hard. But in this day and age, you can't do that because somebody's going to want to take it. And they'll do anything to get it. You cannot resist. You can hand it over. You could give whatever you got that they wanted. But it will not ensure your safety, and it will not make sure you get home. And they're like, oh, rappers get security. Everybody can't afford security. And who the hell if I'm eating with my lady, why do I want 60 goons or however many goons I need to have around me? That's an intimate date between me and my lady if I'm with my lady. You motherfuckers are crazy. And I honestly, man, I've been rapping and making music and singing and shit since I was 6 or 7 years old, probably younger than that. I write a verse every single fucking day. It's my dream to do what I love and make money at it, right? And I'm way beyond and way past the street shit. I don't have time for it. I'm 30 plus. Who needs it? The streets, they ain't never really did nothing for nobody. And for those that did, look how scarred they are. And, at this point, people laughing at Eminem and J. Cole for looking kind of bummy and You know, but maybe that's the route that you gotta go. You know? But that shouldn't be a license and open season for a motherfucker to take something from you because you decided to buy you a Rolex or a chain. I'm into watches, you know. One day I want a Rolex, but the watches that I have I don't even wear in public, and I'm a regular nigga. Cause I don't feel comfortable. And Invicta seems to be in a very affordable watch. So it's fossils and it's watches for everybody on different levels. You get what I'm saying? So what people gotta understand is you go get your shit. You know what I'm saying? But we can't, he was doing this, he was doing that. Man ain't had no enemies, man. You in a waffle spot with you and your lady, you minding your business. You ain't had no rapper beefs out there. Like, same shit with Pop Smoke, man. Niggas don't bother no, but a lot of shit been happening in LA recently. And it's just like, at this point, man, don't be in other people's cities. Don't be in your own city. You know, just, man, if it ain't business, don't go outside. Don't be on the town, and you know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up. You gotta be like, you can't live your life because of what may happen. You know what I'm saying? And people live in the moment because who wants to live like that? Who wants to live sheltered? Shit, I do it anyway. I don't go nowhere. And it ain't because I don't want to go. It ain't because it ain't because of this. It's just like, who has the time to be worrying about, what's going to happen, man? You know? And even still, you may not even be a target. You may just be next to somebody that's the target. Or you may just be in the vicinity. You ain't got to be the target. Because people not paying attention to what they doing when they shooting. And at the end of the day, yeah, this was targeted. But it was for no other reason, most likely, than, he had the jewelry on him. He had the. And then with the girlfriend, like, man, come on, relationships is like that, man. You go to the Bahamas with your lady, y'all on vacation, y'all out and about in a whole nother part of the world, or a whole nother part of the states that you ain't never been in. You sightseeing, you minding your business, and you just do a little snap, hey, man, it's capturing the memory, you know? You know what I'm saying? We did this. We was here doing this. I remember this day like it was, 30 years into a marriage, 30 years into a relationship. You want to look back and be like, I remember when me and Bae did this, or you know? And you can't really do that because, shit, the location, now they right here. You know what I'm saying? Now they right here. I got the choice to give it up. You know what I'm saying? And I say this 1,000 times, man. Like, just being a regular nigga, everybody been robbed before, man. You get, give it up, give it up, give it up. And sometimes that don't even matter. That the giving what you got don't even matter because motherfuckers just want to take a life. They hungry to be on the scene. And people gotta understand that. You know what I'm saying? Some of these people do this shit. Some of this shit be gang initiations. Some of this shit just be just a motherfucker filled with hatred. I gotta kill you. Ain't really a reason for it. I just gotta do what I gotta do. Cause I gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? And you're not in that headspace, you don't understand that way of thinking. And people, I see people right now, you know what PnB Rock did wrong, you know what such did wrong, man. You can do everything right and still end up in a bad way. And just you existing that day was wrong, man. People don't get that. It ain't even, sometimes you don't have, it just, It's just that number get called on that certain day, and you just gotta walk that. It gotta be like that. It ain't fair. It ain't right. You know what I'm saying? But that young brother is gone, and it's senseless for nothing basically, because somebody wanted what he had. At the end of the day, because if he wasn't in no documented beefs, he ain't do no. I mean, and it's a lot of jacking going on out in LA. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of jacking and stuff like that going on in LA right now. Um, when you go back, even back to the Biggie and Pac situation, it was slightly different, but man, it's about just you out in these other towns, man, and nobody knows what's what. And all that checking in stuff, it's not supposed to be like that. You get what I'm saying? Back in the day, drug dealers and certain people were territorial. Hey, yo, you can't pull up in this area and do your ones and two. You can't hustle around here because this is somebody's area, right? It's not supposed to be that way for musicians, rappers, athletes. You get what I'm saying? But we say time and time again, it's easy to get away with murdering a rapper or artist of some sort. Especially rappers, because it's predominantly people who look like us. Because what's going to happen is, it's just like, at this point, rapping is just like, or being a musician in this day and age seems to be just like when they say, oh, this murder was drug related. They don't put a lot of stock into that, because of some of the music that we do make. Oh, this person was in a gang. Oh, this person was that. He was affiliated with this. Oh, he did this before he became a successful rapping or musician entrepreneur. It's always that type of energy attached to it, which is unfair. I can't be who I want it to be because it's attached to so many different things and so many negative, perspectives and outlooks, when at the end of the day, this shit is entertainment. 90% of 99, or not, matter of fact, I'm gonna try to give a decent percentage. 97.8% of the African American population grew up in poverty, impoverished, or with less than behind the 8 ball of the rest of society, if we're gonna keep it a buck. Now, with that being said, our stories are so similar because it's mental. Okay? Niggas, we don't deal drugs because we want to. We don't run with gangs because we want to. We don't take from and rob people because we want to. That is the situation that we've been thrust into. Everybody doesn't do it. Everybody doesn't partake in those activities, and everybody who's partaking in those activities previously don't stay in that type of a lifestyle because they understand it is detrimental. Some people have went so far down that road they cannot turn back because their record is just 3 pages long, or it's like 6 books worth of criminal record. Or they've been in jail so many times in and out that there's no fix for that, because they come right back to the same nothing. that they started with, and they go into what they know and what they know that they can what they know that they can control, and what type of lifestyle that they thrived in. So no, it's not a choice. So when you hear people judging and on the news, and but with the musicians, they rap about what they know and what they've done. Yeah, everybody can't be a gangster, and no, everybody can't be a gangster rapper. But even those that aren't, even those who don't say, "Oh, I'm with the smoke" and all of that, and go looking for that type of trouble, it comes because of what the situation is. Like, I go back to that rapper starter kit. Image, 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 image. Oh, this got to have this chain, got to have this watch, got to have this Maybach, this Phantom, with this whatever car, this foreign. Even if I'm not living this lifestyle, I gotta perpetuate it, because if I don't do that, then I don't meet the label standards, or I don't meet the people's standards. You get what I'm saying? It's just it's all a bunch of stereotypical bullshit that we forced to deal with and live through, and some of that's our own fault, but some of it's just society in general. Just everything is fucked up. Everything is the normalcy of what life is supposed to be is kind of destroyed in a sense, because what we tend to do is we tend to try to live or try to be who we think people want us to be, instead of just doing what's natural and being ourselves. Like today or tomorrow, right? J. Cole could go put on $2 million worth of jewelry. Kendrick could go put on $2 million worth of jewelry. We know at this point, we know that they have it. But I guess they choose not to wear it because you can't take what I don't have. You can't be enticed by something I'm not wearing. It's just that type of, it's this difference between the younger artist, the older artist, the artist with more, and the artist with less. And that's the problem with people. I challenge everybody to go get your own, man. Find your own dream. Find your own love. Find your own passion. Pursue that. Stop taking from the next man. I never liked the idea of robbing and sticking up. Why do I gotta take something from somebody else to get what I need? But it's people that sick the wolves on you as well. And see, that's these issues, these common issues constantly popping up. I don't want a record deal. Trying to be an artist. I don't need 1,000 chains and watches and shit. I don't even need one, for real, for real. Just something nice to wear in my video. I don't have a bravado about me, man. I ain't really worried about being the toughest guy in the world. I don't want to do all that. I ain't perpetuating violence or stereotypes or, drug dealing. That's the story that's been told. We've all lived that in some way, shape, or form. We all been close to it. We've all lived something. We all did and dabbled, done certain things that, shouldn't be spoke about. But currently, there's no need to talk about things like that, because we've all heard that story. We know what we go through as a people. You know what I'm saying? we know what it is to be black men and women in America, and we know how we get treated by ourselves and others. You get what I'm saying? I think it's fucked up that that man went out like that. You know, if I'm at the Waffle House with my lady, the last thing I expect is for somebody to come in there on some that type of time. I'm not even thinking like that because I'm with my lady. I ain't with the homies. I ain't with a whole big entourage. I'm with the fam trying to do what I do and make it back home safe. And sadly, that young man ain't make it back home safe. Well, not that young man, that man. Young man. Let's say that 30 years old young man. It ain't kosher. You know what I'm saying? It's actually sad. And man, I'm a 30-something-year-old black man myself. I got two boys that look up to me. That man had two daughters that he was raising. It's he's an artist, up and coming. To me, still up and coming, because it's not like, I call everybody up and coming until you reach a level where you just, you know what I'm saying? And that's the type of level of talent I believe that man had. And I'm not a super PnB rock fan. I'm not a super Uzi Vert fan. I'm not a super, like, I respect the grind. I respect the hustle. I respect the musicianship. For anybody that's really doing it, let's be honest, like, it's music that you love, and it's music that you're not really, but you understand what it takes to be in that studio, creating those records, writing those records, and what you got to go through as far as being an artist. And that's even on the mental side of it. Cause making so, oh man, I don't know this the one. Oh yeah, we've all, as a musician, you've written songs and recorded songs that may never see the light of day. You know what I'm saying? Because it's art. You worry about what people gonna think about your art. You know what I'm saying? So for anybody doing music, making music, trying to be something, become something, do something, it's a respect for that. And I'm saying, I just see the similarities between a lot of brothers, man, a lot of people out here. And that shouldn't have happened, man. And it's like, because this thing is twofold. You see that side of it, and then you're like, damn, I know what it's like to be hungry. But sometimes when you hungry, you don't focus on the mistake that you make, and you get sloppy. So 9 times out of 10, this is going to result in somebody, they might not, a lot of times lately in these situations, the police have been doing their job when it comes to certain things. You know what I'm saying? So we, as a people, we gonna lose too, as usual, or multiple. You lose the person that dies, but you also end up losing the people who committed those acts against that victim. And what people fail to realize is that, every time this happens, we lose a cluster of people that could be, and maybe not right now, beneficial and contributing factors to the overall plight of, you know, black and brown people, like, and just people in general, like, what the fuck? At the end of the day, we really just a human race. You feel what I'm saying? Like, all that other shit it's just trivial bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Slavery should have never happened in any form, but it was what it was. It is what it is. We've been affected by it. We've been traumatized by it, and we're still walking around and carrying that trauma. We've been traumatized by poverty, having nothing, no food in our mouth, and sometimes that result in people doing shit like this. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lose-lose for everybody is the point I'm basically making. But, rest in peace to that brother. Condolences to his family. And I'm so long-winded because it's a lot of passion. My voice is going out. Like, I've been just sitting there thinking, for a while before I just decided to, and I ain't gonna do no visual. I'm just doing all audio. Because, man, I just need people to understand, and everybody got a perspective, and everybody's perspective is unique. I see a lot of people already, he made these wrong. No, man. Everything that happened to somebody ain't because they made the wrong move. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's the people who committed the act that's doing the wrong, and they did something wrong, and sometimes no matter how you react, how well prepared you are, sometimes things don't work in your favor. So at the end of the day, when things like this happen, when somebody gets robbed, somebody go take something from somebody else, somebody's gonna win and somebody's gonna lose. And the sad part, the reality is that if it was the other way around and the guy didn't cause PnB rock to expire and then somebody else, and it was the other person, a lot of people, yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about, man. It would be that's what he get for doing this and doing that. But at the end of the day, that's why that's so risky. It's a risky move when you go to rob somebody, because you watch them, you case them, of course, you did your due diligence when you go to get the scope of things, you paid attention, you watched their movements, who they were with, and you picked the most optimal time to strike when you think you can get the one up on them. And a lot of times, in some cases, it doesn't work out in the robber's favor either. That's why it's so risky, because it could be that person or you. And it's just too much of an unsure thing, man. And it's sad. You can take what you want and leave. Or you can do that. You could take somebody out, man. But the whole thing's sad, man, because two little girls lose their father, man. A woman lost a king, like, and then somebody's gonna go to jail, most likely, behind this. Like, somebody's gonna lose their freedom for good. Like, look at all of the people that's gonna be affected, by that one decision that was made, man. Rest in peace to PnB Rock. My condolences to your family and fans, man. And just everybody just need to be careful, and be respectful to others moving forward, man. Because we can't keep taking from ourselves, man. We can't. Because look how many opportunities for every person that has something established, they're affording jobs and opportunity for other people who wouldn't have it. So, Slim TV out, baby.